Social work is a helping profession. They want to change society so that it works better for people, but they also help people function better within society. They help. Their aim is to help both individuals and families in need. They could be suffering from an opioid addiction. They could be suffering from they're like in danger of homelessness and they can't feed themselves. So the social worker's aim is to provide them with resources and support them and help them get out of that situation.
There's two different ways to define social work. There is the dictionary definition of what the technical things that social workers do and deal with, and then there's what everyone's personal definition of the field is. And personally, when I think of social work, I think of the profession that helps people, but in a way unique to other fields. What I mean is that with social work, instead of helping directly, we help the person help themselves by providing any resources, advocating for them and their ability to be able to do things, advocating to change laws and policies that are restricting people, and just giving everyone that ability to have the human rights that we all deserve and we're all supposed to have, but that not everybody does due to these restrictions and oppressions.
One of the things that social workers value is trust. It's actually considered the central value because trust is everything in social work. You have to have trust between yourself and the client if you wish to help that client. You can't help somebody if you can't develop trust between each other. So that's number one. The second is self-determinism, which is the concept of, believing in someone's right and ability to choose what's best for them, because your job is not to determine what's best for for your clients. It's to help them, supporting them. They should be able, you should give them the support so that they can make decisions for themselves that would help benefit them. It's to make them aware, not to change their minds. Another important value is social justice, which is defined as the level of fairness. And it's that definition, it's that definition that could either make or break somebody. Like, what is fair? I mean, social workers should strive for is equity. So you should be giving, like, somebody that needs more help should be getting more help. And slowly, after they get better financially, and they start getting better, then you start decreasing the benefits and stuff. So that's a very important value for social.
There are two ways that we define a social worker in my personal definition. So, what I mean by that is that there are certain characteristics that social workers need to have, such as the want to help people, being a change agent, advocating for laws and policies that help benefit the populations that we serve. But there's also the aspect of the professional, the actual person themselves, rather than their characteristics. So that person obviously has the career path of a social worker, and as such, they are fulfilling the responsibilities of the field of social work. This is the person who's going out into the community and talking to people and providing them with the resources that they need. But in order to do that, they need these characteristics that have been explained to us in class, but there's more to it than that. So, although you may be a change agent, you're going to go about it in a different way than someone else who's a change agent. And all of these different characteristics that we have assigned, nobody's going to go about them the same way. And I think that's important to realize. But as social workers, everyone in the field kind of comes together and uses that to their advantage when they're advocating, especially for for issues and laws. Nobody is going to think about things the same way, and that can kind of be used to think together about how we can change the system and society as a whole in order to benefit everybody. And our own different perspectives can absolutely help with that, and we should use those perspectives.